What's up, nerds and nerds? This is GamerTap465, and we are continuing this Let's Play on episode 20, I believe. And this is gonna be a good episode, you guys, because we have 22 minutes of pure awesomeness. I'm trying to not short out my microphone today. All that screaming I usually do in most of my Let's Plays, it's kind of caught up with me. So if you think that I'm have a lower voice today and that I'm not really talking that high, that's because I kind of short out my microphone, and I'm gonna go and try to get it fixed. But for right now, I figured out that it works pretty well as long as I don't get too high with my voice. So as long as I don't, go and, scream like I usually do, and do some crazy jib jab blah blah blah, whatever, it should be fine. So I'm just gonna go in, have a nice quiet commentary, and no, I'm not gonna be that quiet. I do have to be quiet, but I'm not gonna just start getting extra, quiet for you guys, because that's not my style. But not too long ago, if you guys have been keeping up with the news and the online security, Stop Online Piracy Act, the SOPA and the PIPA, but on January 18th, 2012, and I say that because I don't want to say like yesterday or the day before yesterday, because who knows when I'm going to get this uploaded. I mean, seriously, I've had that problem with a few videos, so I'm just going to not give specific times of anything. But if you guys have kept up with it, on January 18th, 2012, there was a blackout online of certain sites to protest the SOPA and the PIPA. I know Yoush.com was one of them. Google, it was still working, but it had a black mark over the Google to show what it would be like without, with this in effect. And various other sites also had this. There's an entire list of them. I don't want to go too far into it. And if any of you guys don't know what SOPA and PIPA are, there will be a link in the description. But basically, it's a law that says that if you are suspected, or if someone even thinks that you have copyrighted material that you are, putting out on the internet, and, you might have the copyright and you might have fair use or anything, but if they even assume that you don't, or if they just say, hey, I think this guy, he's breaking copyright laws, not only will you get in trouble, but the website you're affiliated with will get in trouble. The websites that they're affiliated with will get in trouble. It's a long line of affiliations that basically could, by one person posting, let's say, a Pokemon 2000 clip on YouTube for about 5 seconds, it could end YouTube, basically. And if you guys don't see the faulty logic with this already, just read up into it more. I know I just gave a brief overview, but again, link will be in the description about it. I certainly am against online piracy, but I'm not for the bill. And I say that because although it's to stop online privacy, it basically gets rid of the phrase innocent before proven guilty. Everyone is basically guilty until you prove that you're innocent, and even then, the people that say that you're guilty still get no reprimands, because the only way they get reprimanded is if they, say, oh, I meant to do this to them, I wanted them to, I knew that they didn't, I knew that they had the copyright, but I still just wanted to say that they didn't. That's the only way that they could actually get in trouble for that. If they assume that you have the copyright, you get sued and all this other stuff, you can't counter-sue them under this law either. So they can anyone can basically under this law say that anyone else has, you know, copyright, doesn't have a copyright, or they're using copyrighted material, and it could shut down a multitude of sites like Facebook, YouTube, anything with user-generated content can inevitably be shut down because of this law. And no one who assumes this will get the penalty. So it definitely, I don't think that this law will be passed, but if it does, it's a very scary thought of what will happen to the internet if it does. But yeah, I spent about 5 minutes on talking about this. If you want to read more, link is in the bottom of what SOPA and PEPA are and such. And there are a multitude of actual videos on it that explain it much better than I do. But I'm not here for SOPA and PEPA. I just, you know, had to, you know, get that out there that, you know, you guys should join the cause. All, you know, 5 of you that watch me, 4 of you being my mom, you should all get onto this cause and, you know, help, because this could basically bring it down the end of the internet. So we need you. I'm not trying to force my opinions down your throat. I just want you to be informed about what it is, and if you choose to protest against it, then, you know, by all means, we would love more people to help us with this, because it's in my opinion, I don't like how it's set up. It's not a bad idea, but in concept, but it's what I can see it horribly playing out in the future, kind of like communism. It was, and I know I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail saying communism's all bad, but in the beginning it was actually a good idea. It was a good idea, but when put into action, it just became a horrible system. It's, you know, so that's all I was gonna say. That's all I'm saying on the subject. I've already said about 7 minutes worth of content of serious stuff. Now let's get to Pokemon, and I hope that wasn't too loud or this thing is gonna fry. So yes, it's about time to actually get onto the video. So we're over here fighting a tamer or a bird keeper, I believe, and Rico just surfs over there, takes them down like always. So I'm gonna go down here and fight this ninja, because what is any good Pokemon without ninjas? I mean, seriously, there's always been like one either ninja character or a ninja NPC or I think there has never been a gym without ninjas. If there is, leave in the comment below about it. I'm pretty sure that all of them had ninjas. Did Diamond and Pearl or Black and... I don't know, you guys tell me, because I'm not gonna spend any time thinking about it. Thinking is not what I'm paid for. Actually, I'm not paid for anything because I am broke. But yeah, we take down these coughings, and they're coughing up water because we drowned them, which I would think that a giant smoke ball would die from, you know, something other than drowning. That's just my opinion, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna cut that out, because we are so close to an actual trainer battle, well, where we need to go, that it just is not, it's not relevant, because we're at the Weather Institute, and we're gonna go and check with this guy. He says wait, you're guarding the Weather Institute, and I just went and talked to you, but you're not in front of the Weather Institute to actually guard it. You're just guarding the bridge, and you guys aren't really good guards. Because if I was to guard something, I don't know, I would probably be at the entrance to it, but you know, that's just me. Whatever. So, why am I going that way? Okay, so we are in the Weather Institute. There's this kid over here that there's a magical force field that's keeping these people from tying him up, or you know, keeping him hostage with the rest of the people, because he's a kid and you're not supposed to be bad to children. But if you think about it, in majority of the Pokemon games, the main character is 10 to 12, 10 to 12. I know in Black and White they're 16 or 15, but in majority of them they were like 10 to 12. So that's pretty interesting that there are people, that there are children younger than the 10 to 12 that have Pokemon also. So you never know. I have no idea where I was supposed to go with that. I think I need my hyper voice to really get into the mood of playing Pokemon. I don't want to show out the microphone, no. Okay, so we have Team Magma Grunt here. I'm gonna call him, what's a good name? Chaz the Spaz. Yeah, Chaz the Spaz. Blast it, Ken. Yeah, whatever, you're Chaz the Spaz. Yeah, actually, you know what? All of Team Magma are Chaz the Spaz. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I like calling people Chaz the Spaz. So let's go in and rearrange. I think Sophia should be here. Okay, so I'm rearranging them in order of probable use. And that just means that I believe that I will be using some of them more than others, either because some of them are leveled too high already, or some of them probably won't be. I'm saving their leveling up for a later time, because there'll be a lot of times to level them up other than now. So, you know, I'm just, you know, make sure. And why did I go for Rock Smash? Oh, because this is Buyaah. Rock Smash is super effective. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh yeah, go to Swagon. Go to Swagon. So we're just gonna go and dig this out and focus energy. And as long as it doesn't use like earthquake or magnitude, we should. Oh my god, 8. Oh my god, and we lived it with a focus energy and a magnitude 8. Swagon, you are a boss. You are a boss G for Rizzle Man. Awesome swag. Yes. I don't care how white, black that sounded. I don't even know. Like, if you say black things in a white way, is that so white or so black? I guess to white people that's so black, and to black people that's so white. Or maybe even to white people that's so black. I don't. Oh, that's so white. I don't even know. You know what? Screw race. All of us are still nerds. And that's why I call you guys nerds or nerdettes. Because if I just called you nerds, I would be offensive to the one woman that watches me. Thank you, Mom. Anyway, Buyaah is over here, and it's going for Odor Sleuth. But since you don't have like exact, and why didn't I use Rock Smash? See, I got on you for, I got on me, myself, and I for using Rock Smash before when it was actually good, but now I'm saying that it was stupid. Yeah. So I'm gonna surf you out. Surf you out under the water. Camels can't be under the water because water is bad for camels because they don't have sand. So yeah, you guys, we have Pac-Man here, and we're gonna go for Rock Tomb, and we're gonna be all awesome and hit it. Yeah, cause we're swag and we're Pac-Man, and we're like, oh, waka 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 waka, and I'm like, what? And he's like, waka waka flame. I'm like, what? And he's like, what? I'm like, what? So yeah, you guys, I love playing Pokemon. I do. I just love playing Pokemon. I love commenting on it. It's a fun game, and you know how I'm usually hyped, and it sounds like I look back on my videos, and it sounds like I'm like, oh man, he's overdoing it. He's not really having. No, I am seriously. I just get that hyped when I'm playing the Pokemon, when I'm commenting on. Like if I had a way to narrate while playing the game, because all I do is post commentary because I don't have a way to narrate on top of my videos. I can only narrate after it's already all the way done. So that kind of sucks. But we already beat this admin. Yeah, Chaz the Spaz, even though you're a girl. Chazette the Spazette. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, I listened to my commentary. It sounds kind of like I'm overdoing it, but I'm literally that excited when playing this game, because I mean, I'm just like, I love Pokemon. I've always loved Pokemon. Like, since I had my first game was actually Pokemon Sapphire, and then I went back and played Pokemon Crystal because we got it used at GameStop, and my mom was like, okay, you can pick any game, and I was like, okay, if I get 2 $5 games, can I get those? And he's like, sure, whatever. So I got like 6 $5 games for $30, which would have gotten me 1 game. So I got like Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Red, and I played those, and I was like, yes, that's so awesome. And now Weeder is evolving, you guys. Yes, you guys, we have Shiftry. Oh my god. So yes, you guys, with Shiftry comes more power, 66 attack, good special attack. I think that, you know, yeah, it's just about up with the rest of them. It's getting, he's actually been acclimated up to a good standing of attack. He now has secret power, which compared to all of his other moves is a great attack. Sorry, I had a hiccup. So now we are ready to face our rival, who is the chick who does not stop talking ever. Kind of like me, except for, you know, the never stop talking part. Oh no, I'm joking. I'm talking about the chick part because I'm obviously a dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm too sexist to not be a dude. So anyway, Weeder versus Numel, not a good combination. So I'm gonna go out to Rico because if he's not already too overleveled, we're gonna just overlevel him some more. I mean, come on, what's the harm? But seriously, you guys, I think Rico has gotten pretty overleveled, but that's because everyone so far now has a Numel, and he's my only water type, so of course I'm gonna go and use him other than any of my other Pokemon. But and as you saw what happened with Swag Guy, and that if I use Dig, I get hit double as hard with Magnitude and such, and Numel has ground type. So, you know, Rico is literally the best choice when it comes to Numel, and because there's so many Numels, it's just Rico has gotten so overleveled. So I'm gonna have to stop using him for a pretty good while, just until everyone else gets up to about his level. So that's going to be an interesting, and it's going to be interesting not using Rico for a while, because I love Rico. I mean, he was my first Pokemon, and he was a Mudkip, and I love Mudkips. And actually, Swampert is my overall favorite Pokemon ever. Like, he was the best he's like my favorite Pokemon ever, always. Just love Swampert. I actually wanted to be called, when I was thinking of names for my YouTube account, Swampert Tai, or, you know, it was Swampert, and it would be Swampert and then AI, so Swampert Tai. So, you know, I was thinking of that kind of stuff because I just love Swampert. I was gonna have Swampert as a logo on there. It's gonna be cool. But I didn't want to limit myself to only Pokemon games, even though it ended up me you know, starting off with 2 Pokemon games as my 2 Let's Plays, but I will be getting into other games soon, people, soon. By my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube, which, although it says that, you know, I started last year in January, I really, you know, waited about 6 months to post anything, really. So, yeah, I've only been on, like, the gaming network of this place for about 4 months. So, you know, by the time I have my 1-year anniversary of, you know, the first video, basically the first video of this Let's Play, because that, actually, it wasn't the first video of this Let's Play, I think it was an entry for Cater's 17's win a shirt contest, which she never actually, you know, finished. And I'm not complaining because, you know, Cater's gonna do what Cater's gonna do, just because, you know, it's her thing. If she wants to do the contest. The only thing I didn't like was that, you know, she never even, like, got back to us, like, said, oh, you know, I'm not gonna do the contest anymore. So, like, because I still have that kind of underlying hope that she will one day just come and say, oh yeah, and here's the results for the video, for the contest, even though it's been like 8 months, or 6 months, or 7 months, or whatever. So, 6 months from now, when that video becomes 1 year, that will be my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. But, it seems that we are closing out this video, so this has been GamerTap4165. If you like this video, press the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, press the subscribe button. As always, leave a comment. I keep on messing up my outro, and it's really getting annoying, but, yeah, any constructive criticism, comment, you know, if there was any generations that, no, how about this? Can you name as many ninjas in the Pokemon game? That'll be my question of the day. I'm not going to really have a question of the day. I just want to know how many you guys can name. I want to get interactive with this. So, as always, see you nerds and nerdettes. Love you.